Many people look at their lives and feel distant from wealth. The car is old, the apartment is small, and every scroll through social media makes it seem as if everyone else is far ahead. But true prosperity does not usually arrive with trumpets or flashing lights. It comes quietly, slipping into place while daily life continues. For countless people who became millionaires, there was no single dramatic moment when everything changed. Often, they only realized years later that the turning point had already passed. Wealth in reality grows the way water carves stone, slowly, invisibly, but with unstoppable force. The first signs are subtle. Perhaps one morning money appears in the account without effort, maybe from an investment, a dividend, or a product created long ago. The deposit is small, almost unnoticeable, yet it carries immense meaning. It proves that money has stopped being just a tool to spend and has become a worker in its own right. A tireless employee that never calls in sick, never takes weekends off, and never demands a raise. Like an apple tree that drops fruit season after season, the wealth quietly multiplies, asking for nothing more than patience. The change becomes clearer when life is no longer ruled by the fear of running out. Living paycheck to paycheck feels like drowning with no breath between waves. But then comes the moment when bills are paid without panic, when a delayed paycheck does not mean empty cupboards. That breathing room is wealth in its earliest form. It is the invisible strength of a safety net, a cushion of 1, 3, or even 6 months of expenses waiting silently. Others scramble at the end of each month, but you remain calm, secure in the knowledge that one unexpected bill cannot topple everything you've built. That calm is not just money, it is freedom. Another signal is the choice to value the long horizon over the instant thrill. Most chase shiny rewards, craving what feels good now at the expense of what could grow into something great. But those who build wealth think differently. They delay short-term pleasure to fund long-term strength. Instead of buying a gadget, they invest. Instead of spending on a fleeting trip, they let their money compound. On the surface, it looks like sacrifice. But beneath the surface, it is power. Just like bamboo that spends years appearing dormant before shooting upward in sudden growth, patience eventually delivers results that astonish. The path of quiet wealth becomes even more visible when income rises, but lifestyle does not. Many people treat every raise as a signal to spend more. New cars, bigger houses, endless subscriptions. Yet those who build real wealth resist that temptation. They freeze their lifestyle at yesterday's level, allowing the gap between income and expenses to widen. That widening gap is called surplus, and it is the true engine of financial independence. While others flaunt new purchases, the disciplined quietly collect assets, stocks, real estate, businesses, things that build power instead of draining it. Over time, that difference becomes immense. One wears a luxury watch but owns nothing. The other wears an old watch but owns freedom. Life storms reveal yet another signal. Emergencies come for everyone. A medical bill, a broken roof, a sudden layoff. For most, these strike like earthquakes, shattering financial stability. But for those building silent wealth, such events are inconveniences, not disasters. The emergency fund, built patiently month after month, stands like a castle with a moat. Problems still arrive, but they cannot breach the walls. To face chaos with calm is proof of real control, a kind of wealth no bank statement fully captures. Confidence grows when the need to impress fades away. In earlier years, luxury cars, designer bags, or exotic photos might have felt important, ways of keeping up with others. But as financial strength deepens, that urge evaporates. Real wealth is private. It does not demand applause because its security speaks louder than any status symbol. Those who truly understand money may drive modest cars, live in simple homes, and post nothing at all online, yet quietly own companies, properties, and investments that ensure lasting freedom. Appearances lose their value once the substance is real. Perhaps the strongest signal of all is the creation of multiple streams of income. Most people balance their lives on a single paycheck, fragile and uncertain. If it stops, everything halts. But those on the path to wealth build bridges long before they need them. Extra income flows from side businesses, online ventures, rentals, dividends, or royalties. Each stream is a river feeding into the same lake of stability. Even if one dries up, the others keep flowing. A table with 7 legs does not collapse when one breaks. This resilience gives freedom. The freedom to negotiate without fear, to walk away from a toxic job, or to take time off when life demands it. These are the quiet whispers of hidden wealth. They rarely shout. They slip into daily routines, often invisible until years later, when prosperity finally rises like the sun. To recognize even one of these signals is to know that the journey has already begun. To nurture them is to step steadily into a future where money no longer dictates every choice. True wealth is not measured only by dollars, but by freedom, the ability to decide how to spend each day, to choose time over obligation, to live guided by purpose instead of survival. That is the invisible finish line, the point at which life changes forever. Until then, each small habit, each patient choice, and each act of discipline is a step closer. And somewhere ahead, the future self is already waiting, smiling with gratitude for the quiet, powerful path taken today. Thanks for watching InvestingFlix, where smart money learns smarter moves. Subscribe for more insights that grow your wealth.